G'day and welcome everyone. EmrickXV here. Welcome back to another episode on the actual playthrough series. So our science experiments are all finished. I wanted to show you the results. So up here on the screen are the two chests of valuables that we got from the digging straight down method, or I affectionately call it DSD, and the complete controlled mineshaft. So basically, these are the best resources we pulled out of each experiment, and I've scored them. So for this experiment, I have scored the DSD method 368 and the controlled mineshaft method 442.5. So realistically, the controlled method won, despite the fact that we were able to mine out a few more blocks and get down to diamond level a lot quicker. So let me know in the comments what your scores are on these two chests of loot, and we can compare them. Alright, let's collect all this up, and let's get back to the surface, because we've been down here for a while. So, first off, let's just get our gear on. Can I just equip that? There we go. Cool. Alright, a little bit of inventory management here to start with, guys, but it won't take long. We'll grab all those bits and pieces, and we will make up what we can in blocks, just to try and minimize the space that it takes. Because I want to do some planning in today's episode. That's right, we are going to prepare, plan, and perform. Because to be fair, I don't tend to plan Minecraft very much. I generally just go with the flow and see what comes of worlds. But in this particular scenario, I want to be just a little bit more aware of what I want to do, as well as obviously have all the gear that we need to be able to get the jobs done. Now, I'm going to leave this kit down here because I think it's going to be well worth having this down here if we ever come down to this mine shaft again. But I will take the coal and I will turn that into blocks, because that should reduce our stuff a fair bit. Oh, look at this. Perfect again. Nice. Okay. Chest's not completely empty, but I will take cobblestone. All the cobblestone I can carry. Because that's what we're going to use to mark out, I think, to plan our next move. So there was nothing in that. I can break that so I don't make a mess. Okay, we are fully stocked. We are ready to go back upstairs. I suppose the moment of truth is, do we get back up this water column without drowning? What do you reckon? Hope so. Let's see what happens. I don't know if you can physically, like, swim in when you're going straight up like this. Got to keep an eye on the bubbles. I think we'll be okay. We might take a little bit of damage. And there we go. We're up. It's not too bad, is it? So hopefully we can actually turn this into an elevator. And potentially, I don't know, I don't think I did at the bottom. I don't want to fall down there because I was meant to actually break a couple more blocks to make a little pool at the bottom so that I could just drop down here and just land in the water, but that's alright. Could be night time. Have I got room for any other bits and pieces? Not specifically, unless I remove that rotten flesh, which, let's face it, really is not necessary. Just want to pick up this bit of iron while we're here. Can't leave resources behind. quite a few people in the last episode were a bit worried about me leaving resources behind. So thank you very much for your concern. And I will be sure to pick up as many... I'm not going to be able to pick that up though, am I? Because I've got myself so... actually, I could potentially just repair some picks. If I do that and that, am I going to get a full iron pick again? That's not giving me... Oh yeah, okay, cool. Alright, we're good. Is there any more iron there? No more iron, but we have got a little bit more coal. So let's pick this coal up. We're all about efficiency today. We are going to be as efficient as we can. We are going to plan a few bits and pieces because, let's face it, I am still sleeping in a hole. That's right, it's a literal hole. All it is I can put those torches now. I've still got a piece of inventory space free. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you've seen it. It is literally a hole in the ground next to a ravine. We go up here, and we just want to be a little bit careful because I think it was just night time. And we want to be mindful of anything creeping up on us. There we go. At least you're a noisy thing, aren't you? What? Are you serious? That was a critical axe strike. And it didn't kill him. You gotta love hard mode, obviously. Alright, ladies. Oh, I can actually pick up eggs. If you've got any for me. 11. Okay, so we have to put the ladies into a better scenario here, in my opinion. Oh, don't tell me I'm not going to get a single chick out of 11 eggs. Oh, here we go. We've got one more. Come on. No. Never mind. But don't you think we need to provide a better area for our ladies? I think we do. So let's go put this stuff into our current chests. And this is my camp. This is my base at the moment. So it's it's lacking a little bit. Honestly, it is lacking. So I'm going to put these bits and pieces away, get myself ready to start planning out, and we'll catch you over near the farm. Okay, so let's have a look at these fields. Oh, sensational. They are all growing. How's our beetroot going? Is that ready? F3, age 3. Over on the right hand side, so that is not fully grown yet. We've got a couple of melons. Very nice. We've got quite a few pumpkins that have grown now, which is pretty cool. Oh, and I was actually going to get some dirt to fill this little hole in as well, so we can add a few more pumpkins there. Anyway, we've got to look for an area to start building. Now, in the last episode, I did say that I wanted to probably pick up an area maybe around here somewhere. And I figure the house has to be pretty simple, nothing too outlandish and crazy. And being a little farmhouse, I think I probably need to have it sitting nice and close to the farm here. So I'm just going to put a chest down, just ready to get some materials in there. And I'll also put a crafting table down because I'm going to need a few bits and pieces. So first up, I just want to craft a bunch of sticks, and then we can look at grabbing some fence posts and a couple of fence gates. So let's just get those into rotation now. Fence gates, got some oak fences there, 21, probably need more than that. Okay, probably going to use this whole stack, I would say. So let's just make sure we have got plenty. Use up as much as we want. What's that? 45 gives us a stack of fence gates. And to do the fence posts, we just need to swap it around to be like that. Awesome. Okay. So that being said, we've got a few bits and pieces here ready to go. And you can see I've got some wheat because what I want to do is, if I knock that, I'm going to save those flowers. Sensational. So I'm just going to clear off these. What's this little one? No, they're just slightly different textures. That's really cool about the about Conquest texture packs here. Obviously, if you haven't had a go of this texture pack, please make sure you do. Link in the description below. But yeah, we just want to clear off the flowers for the time being and get ourselves prepared. So let me get a bit of a layout on farmhouse here. So we've got this little retaining wall and some shrubbery through here, which I think is fine at the minute, but I just want to make sure we've got enough space here. So if we sort of mark out a bit of a shape, this is inspired by Iron Age. It's going to be pretty big, isn't it? This is a small Iron Age farm. Now, obviously, the crafting bench and the chest is in the way here. But I'm going to make a roundhouse, which, from what I can read and what I have read up, is pretty well a very standard build in the Iron Age times for Irish, English, and Welsh people. It's basically a thatch roof with a fire in the middle. So that actually doesn't look too bad as far as the actual location is concerned, because I want to have a little doorway just out through here, which will take us down into that area there. But what else do we need in here? I think we want a couple of pens. So to do that, I think I want to actually have it integrated into the build just a little bit maybe. So let's have a look and see if we can get a small pen, nothing too fancy, just something nicely shaped. And if we just sort of return back like that, little pen tied into there, and let's get a little actual gate post, a gate. Oh, not there. Just clear that out. Cool. So we've got a little pen there for some animals. I'm going to go have a look for some animals in just a minute. And then let's have a think about the ladies, the chook run. So what else do we need to put in here? I think we will need to clear out some of these trees, because I still think we're going to need a bit more space to create this little farm area. So we'll just clear out this. Never hurt to have more wood. It's a nice big one here. Might be able to keep that in place. I think I will get rid of that one though. It is big. Cool, all cleared out. So we'll wait for those leaves to dissipate. And I think over here, yeah, that's okay. I think over here we can probably put a bit of a, maybe just a bit of a camping sort of area. So let's maybe just go just something like that and something like that. Nice. And we'll put something inside there, maybe a little campfire in the middle, a little seat, some grass around it looking down over the farm, and maybe we can put a few more crops through here as well. Very nice. And then we really just need to have a look at a bit of a pen for the ladies. So over here I think I want to make a bit of a service area where we can do smelting and that sort of stuff. So I'll put something up there in just a minute. We've got camping area there, roundhouse there. So let's move the chicken pen maybe just around. I want to make sure we've got like a bit of a path through here and then down to the jetty, which we've got through there. So we might be able to just, put something in around about here for the ladies, I think. I think that'll work quite nicely. Something like that. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll work something out there, but something along those sorts of lines. And that's not too bad. We've got a nice little area to walk through here. And we can put something up there for the chooks to live in. So we will quickly go to sleep because it is getting night time. Is that going to be big enough? Maybe we need to go out with one more. I think one more might just quickly do it. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I think that's better. It gives us something a little bit more substantial for the chooks to run around in. So let's just put ourselves to bed in our hole. And I thought as well to bring one of those mine sites up to the surface. So my plan is that rain going to dissipate, or am I going to have to relog? I'll be right back. Much better. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got a few little areas set out here. And over in this corner, I think we really just want to put in a bit of a service building. And why pick up that? I think we might actually build it right into the edge here. So if we just go along, something like that, and then we'll backfill something and we'll build a bit of a workshop, weaponsmith sort of scenario through this space here. And then basically I've just got to get all the materials together to start nutting this build out. And I'm not sure. We'll see sort of how that all ends up looking. Now, I think really at this stage, I just want to make sure I go and get some animals, because it'll be good to get some animals sorted out. And yeah, we'll go for a little bit of an adventure, see if we can bring some animals back to the area, and we'll go from there. So let's just have a look and see what we got here. I'm sure I had some dirt in here somewhere. Just finish off a few little bits and pieces for the dirt areas, and we'll go from there. So let's just drop off a few bits and pieces in the chest. Probably don't need all these resources for now, and may as well throw all that in for now. And I'll put those chests down. And did I pick up that dirt? I must have just moved that dirt around. So I need some materials there, and I need some materials there. Cool. Just so I've got them all pretty well close to go, ready to go, and we'll go from there. So realistically, I'm going to probably need stack, maybe some andesite. We'll throw some andesite into that build, and what other bits and pieces? We've already got some slabs, so we can spread some slabs about, and yeah, that's not bad. That's got a fair few bits and pieces. I do need to make sure I've got a pair of shears and a handful of iron just to do some bits and pieces while we go out. And that should be pretty close, hey? I reckon we've got enough to get something built there. Awesome. So let's go get some animals, and we will go from there. What do I want? Probably 3 there. 1 there plus that. And need a fair bit of stone for this build, plus wood. Keep that with me here. Chuck that there. Awesome. And the andesite, I'll put the slabs there as well. Actually, that's going to be useful. Andesite was for this little build over here. Alright, cool. Now I'm pretty sure I saw some animals in this direction. So let's go for a quick walk. Oh. This is where I found the sheep in the one of maybe the first or second episode, just down this way. So we'll go for a walk, see what we can find without getting completely lost. It's a nice sort of open meadow, if I remember correctly, just out this direction. Here the dogs, which isn't going to be particularly useful if I'm trying to bring sheep past them, particularly while they're wild. So we may have to be a little bit careful and try and keep our sheep away from the dogs for the time being. What do we got over there? There we go, sheep, awesome. So it would be great to get a couple of sheep back, and I actually need some of, well, it's interesting. When I was over in the village the other episode, I noticed that there's some of these really light green leaf blocks, but I wonder if that's just because they're up on a hill. And then I thought they were birch up there, and because I sort of wanted to do a thatch roof for our roundhouse, and it really basically needs something that has this sort of yellow texture, a bit like, oh, there's a zombie villager underneath us. What do we got happening over here? Oh, we got a forest fire. Let's not let that spread too far. Quick, get all the fuel out. Is the rest of this stuff going to light up? I might remove this here. So as I was saying, I want to get a sort of thatch type roof for the roundhouse, and all these leaves are actually looking a little bit green for my liking. So I think I might just have to go with spruce leaf, to be honest. That sort of definitely had a good feeling to it anyway. So I'll have a look and see if we've got enough leaf back at the base to be able to use spruce leaves for this build. So just clear out a couple more trees here because we don't want the forest to burn down, do we? That would be tragic. I reckon that'll be far enough away. Cool. So, yeah, these leaves just probably aren't going to cut the roundhouse roof. Ideally, obviously, maybe hay could work, but I really just don't have enough hay at this stage in the game because we've only got a small wheat field, and you need 9 wheat to make a hay bale. So, I can't see that happening. Anyway, see if we can get this sheep. Got a fair way to go, and we've got some dogs to have to try and come on. Okay, I'm going to have to speed this up, I know it, because you really don't want me to be trying to wrangle sheep all the way back to the base. So let's get into it, and let's cue some funky tunes. Awesome. And we got a little baby one. Oh, and I just remembered. Oh, I'm just going to put that there so they don't escape. Because they'll just jump over those blocks. Okay. Awesome. That was wasn't too bad. Didn't take too long. But we got there. We got there eventually. So let's just go to sleep. And we got the parrots and the bats. Awesome. Okay, so now leaves. How much leaf matter did we have? We had a fair bit. Not too bad on the leaf matter. So we'll put the leaf matter in here, and we'll get that all sorted. Oh, we've got some oak saplings as well, which is pretty cool. Very cool. So we have some sheep. That's a pretty good start. That gives us wool. Can give us a food source if we need it, but we've also got the ladies over the other side of the base. So, that's a pretty good start. Now, obviously, to get our advancements, we will also need to look at finding some cows. So, maybe we make a plan to get a little bit of a cow pen put up somewhere around here. And yeah, I think we should probably get those cows as well. And then that will basically give us a really good launching pad to prepare this farm. So what have we got? We have got, let's clear out a few more trees here. We now have got a workshop. We've got our farmhouse. We've got a chook pen, and we've got a farm. And this is just going to be a little pretty aesthetic camping area, I guess. Sitting area. So what do you put into farms? What are the main things that you would say has to have in a farm? Sheep? Cows? Workstations? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, let me know if I've actually missed anything. Because I think this will be a pretty good start in the sense that we've got a few of the main things covered. But we've also, also got to find out if there's anything else that I'm missing there. Because yeah, we are going to have to go and get some bits and pieces to be able to, advance the game. So yeah, it'll be great to know your thoughts and any ideas that you have to help me along on this journey, because it's going to be a lot of good fun. I'm really looking forward to doing these builds actually, because I mean, you can just look at this cobblestone wall and stuff like this. There's plenty of cool texture, and they get these connected textures through here, and it's just got this really cool feel and vibe about it all. So yeah, really looking forward to it. But yeah, let's run off and see if we can find some cows. But first, I may just need to make another pen just so we've got them ready to go. So let's just quickly do that and see if we can get some cows back here as well, because I think that's going to be pretty important. Maybe just here, off the edge of the workstation. Well, I've had to range right back to our village here because I know we've got cows around here somewhere. Here we go. Awesome. I've not been able to find a cow anywhere. It's been really quite strange, but now we've got a couple. So we've got one there and got one down there. It is getting dark, so I'm just going to spend a little bit of time. We've got many more resources, just pulling some more trees down, because obviously this is going to be this is going to be a plan to do something with this village at a later stage. So I may as well do a little bit of work here while I'm waiting for night to fall, and then we will try and cart these guys back in the morning. Let me just knock out a heap of this stuff. Okay, that was a serious mission. So we've got some sheep. We've got some cows. And we've got a little area for chicken. So that's really, really cool. So with that all done, I'm pretty confident we can start doing some building in the next episode. So if you want to let me know if there's anything that I've missed out, we've got a chook pen, a workshop, a house, and just a little nice sitting area just over this direction here. I think that's a pretty good start. Now, whether or not I'll be able to actually get all this done in one episode, that's a completely another question. Because we've got a few bits and pieces that we want to do. And while I'm speaking, I may as well start grabbing a few bits and pieces out that I want to utilise here. So we don't probably need this stuff at the moment. And put all that back. But we do want to look for a few bits and pieces. I need probably a block of redstone. I will need... Let's get a couple of blocks of redstone. And we'll need these rails, some minecarts, which we've already got, which is cool. I think the rest of it should be pretty well good. Other bits and pieces that we may need, I'll take that weed out, go put that over at the other side. Yeah, I think we are looking pretty good on. I've also got a big stack of food here. I forgot about that. Awesome. We will start doing these bits and pieces in the next episode. We'll go from there. We need both those torches here. Don't think so. We'll need a few. Light this area up. I'll be looking pretty good. Actually, I know what I'll do just before we get finished entirely. Let's do this little bit. Pretty simple. I want to grab that. And yeah, look at this. Oh, sensational. What do we think? What do we think? Probably like here. Let's get a oh, let's not throw it away. Let's do this. A bale. Down there. Campfire on top. Liking it, liking it. Nice, nice. Oh, burnt. Oh, beautiful. And Last little touch. Actually, no, let's not worry about that right here. We'll just go down like this. We will make these. And we'll put some of this in. Just so we can say that we've got a little bit built. Lovely. Nice. And what else were we going to do? Just change this up just a smidgen. Change up a couple. Go one that way. One that way. And there we go. Look at that. Sun is setting. We've got a fire. Awesome. Nice little camping area to sit around and watch the sun go down. So, thank you very much for watching this episode, everybody. If you liked it, please make sure you leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more actual playthrough action, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and get notified when I make another episode. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we'll start building next episode. Thanks again.